All right, everybody, let's welcome to the Media Center Dean Burmester, Southern Guards GC. Dean, well played, 7 under 64, tied for low round of the day. Dean, through 2 rounds, is anyone having more fun than you out there?
Man, I sure as hell hope not. I'm having a hell of a lot of fun. I'm not going to lie. I mean, it's incredible the reception that we've all got. I'm sure all four of us have got. I walk on every tee box, walking down every fairway to every green. They're all shouting my name. They're all shouting something I can laugh at and just have a good time. It's hard not to smile out there. I'm not going to lie.
Entering the week, obviously, a lot on your plate, a lot on the team's plate as the host team. But now 2 rounds in with 2 to go, if you had said that this is where you'd be, not only as a team but individually heading into the weekend, how would you feel?
I got to give our credit. I got to give a lot of credit to the team behind the scenes. They made us do quite a lot of stuff last week, prepping for this week, just to make sure we had some time to practice and get some golf in. Obviously, with potential thunderstorms and everything, you never know in Johannesburg this time of the year. It can be interesting. So they did an amazing job in doing that, and that gave all of us enough prep really to get out there and get used to the golf course and how far the ball's going and that kind of thing. And it looks like it's paid off. I mean, I wouldn't have dreamed being where we are right now through 2 rounds. I mean, me personally is amazing, but the team, I think it's the coolest thing ever.
Open up to the floor. Please raise your hand. We'll start with questions in English first, and then any in Afrikaans to wrap.
Good luck with the Afrikaans as well.
Dean, here we go. Just obviously on what happened at the party hall with the Bafana t-shirt. Can you just talk about that moment and how it came about?
Yeah, so I mean, look, every Friday, obviously in South Africa, we love supporting our teams, and we've got the Football World Cup coming up, and it's Football Friday. So you got to support your Bafana, and we were lucky enough that they sent us some jerseys. So I thought it'd be a really cool idea to kind of put that on. And then, to hit that kind of golf shot after that is super special. I thought it was honestly, halfway in the flight, I was like, I dreamt about this moment for about 10 days. So, when it took off and it was on the flag, I was like, please be the right club, please be the right club. And then it just looked so good the whole way. And then, unfortunately, it didn't spin enough. But it was I mean, that was probably top 3 moments of my career right there.
To your right.
Burmy, you speak about Bafana. You spoke about the last time the country sort of galvanized like this was back in 2010. How incredible has it been to see South Africans come out and support this event in the way they have the last 2 days?
Yeah, OG, I mean, all people, big and small, proudly South African out there. Honestly, it's amazing to have that kind of backing, and we feel the love. It's so good to see a country once divided join together like that behind sport. I never really understood the Rugby World Cup or the 2010 World Cup before, but bringing LIV Golf here has given us the taste of doing that, and we've got so many people from all walks of life inside these gates having a good time and enjoying not only the golf, but now we get to go and watch one of our own Black Coffee do something special this evening. So it's a really proud moment to be a South African.
You were involved in pretty much almost helping out with the setup for the golf course ahead of the tournament. What does it take to put the number like you put together today?
Yeah, you got to hit fairways. It's pretty simple, not only because of the rough, because you could get mud balls in semi-rough and stuff, so it's really important to kind of place your ball off the tee. I like playing it a little more aggressive. Luckily, I've been driving it okay, so that gives me shorter irons in, and it gives me a lot more birdie chances. But yeah, look, I'm riding a good run of form, so I know that if I give myself enough chances, I'm going to make some birdie putts, and that's kind of my strategy, is just trying to take down every flag and make as many birdies as I can.
Well played.
Thanks, Oj.
Front left, Ben.
Dean, it was great watching you out there today, but I reckon tomorrow, factor 50, top of the head. You tip your cap so many times. Yeah. I'm worried you might be burning up there.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I think my D on the back of my head, this tan line, it's not going to be so good. It's going to take a while to get rid of that, but I am spraying it, so that is the good news. I am using sun cream, so that's good.
Good to know. Is there ever a thing that you guys do preparation-wise to deal with the unique live situation? Music's playing, crowd's going nuts. Do you prepare for that in any way? Are there speakers on the driving range? Have you considered this? Because you look like you're good at Joel golf. Like LIV Golf, you rise to the top like no one else.
I've been practicing with earphones in my ears since I was like 17 years old, 18 years old. So I've always had music in and around me. And then when all four of us at one stage lived in Jupiter, Florida, and what you do there, you literally have a speaker in your golf cart and you're pumping the music the whole way around. Doesn't matter where you're playing, the music's on, how private the golf course that happens. So we were all very comfortable when the music was around us. And now, you know, we get to add this kind of vibe and this craziness on top of, I mean, I don't even know what songs are playing. I'm not going to be I'm totally honest with you. I have no idea what music is. I didn't even know what song my party hall song was today. I kind of tried to listen, but I couldn't even hear it. That's how crazy it is. So it's an amazing vibe and atmosphere, and you know, I just want to do everybody proud.
To your right.
Yeah, Burmy, now just to go back to the party hall and you wearing the Bafana jersey and, you know, just relating football back to golf, do you think had that ball gone in for the hole-in-one, it would have been your Simpiwe Shabalala moment?
I sure as hell hope so. You know, I wouldn't have done the same celebration he did. He made it look pretty classy. I think I would have taken all my clothing off and run down the hole. I would have done something a little crazier. So, you know, being what did Andre Pollard say the other day? We've got to make it more physical. I figured I'd try and do that. So, yeah, that would have been pretty cool. But that, to me, that's as good a moment for me.
Mike?
Dean, I'm just curious, are you why 22?
So 22, 2 when I was growing up was my favorite number, and then I met my wife, and then 2 became her favorite number, and then 22 became my favorite number because we're 2-2. So we got married on the 22nd of the 11th month, and everything is kind of divisible by 2. When I played cricket, I always used to bowl 2. I bowled second. It was just I always had 2 on my jersey, and then it became 22 when it became more than one person. So it's it's a pretty cool sentimental thing.
And then one last question from me. Did you guys get together at all last night, or at least have a moment, the 4 of you, to kind of just talk about and reflect on the day that happened yesterday?
Yeah, so all 4 of us were in Rhino Ridge at a point there just before we went for physio and kind of our relax time. And yeah, we managed to all 4. I mean, the smile on all of our faces, I think, couldn't have been knocked off by anything. I think if Mike Tyson hit me as hard as he wanted, it wouldn't have knocked it off. So it was just a cool moment to kind of have all 4 of us reflect on, you know, not only us leading after day 1, but Charles was obviously really struggling with his back, and he was doubtful to even tee off. And then for him to go and put in a round like that of 5 under and help the team like that is, I mean, that takes real guts and something special. And then, you know, feeling the goosebumps not only there, but in and amongst our friends and family in the Rhino Ridge is a special thing.
Thanks.
Nice. Time for 1 or 2 more.
Burmy, how's it? Yeah, a million well dones like everybody else. Ben spoke about restrictions and I guess like training under pressure, listening to music. You made that shot on 17 with basically 3 shirts on. And I don't want to say anything about your physique, but it's, you know, we don't have washboard abs on stage right now. So
yeah,
how did we...
my men's health cover.
How did we make a swing with 3 shirts on? And are we planning to tighten up the fit going on through the week?
I'll tell you what, you ever play golf in October in Scotland in the Alfred Daniel Links Championship? I think you wear more than 3 layers there, big guy. I mean, you've got to learn how to just tinker around. But yeah, I won't lie, that shirt's a little tight on me.
And then one last one. Yesterday, Charles spoke about a magnesium bath. And by the way he made it sound sounds like there's only one. So how would you react if you walked in and Charles and Louis were sharing the same magnesium bath?
I'd jump straight in.
I
It's
thought
pretty
so.
easy, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, sharing is caring, isn't
Fantastic. Thank you, mate. I appreciate it.
it? No problem.
Nice.
Oh, Brady Grace.
Go ahead.
Burmy, just one more English from me. Obviously, you guys would have discussed your performance and collective performance, but after 2 days, you guys are right up there. And just how much does that fill you with pride, knowing that you've been able to execute what you guys would have spoken about, giving this crowd that have been here for the past 2 days so much to cheer about?
I think there's always the emphasis on performance because, you know, not only bringing the event here it's one thing. We know that the crowd is backed us. They've bought so many tickets. Obviously, they want to see amazing golfers like Bryson and John Rahm and Sergio and Phil and everybody. But we want them to be 120% behind us. So we want to be the all South African team that they know and love, and we want to put like our name in the hat with the great sports teams that we've been able to produce over the years. So, you know, doing what we've done over the last 2 days proves that we can do it, and it proves that we are definitely a force to be reckoned with. So it's special.
Now, for that all-important Afrikaans questions, net miskien 'n opsomming oor jou emosies en die spansin na hierdie 2 dae van spel.
Baie opgewonde vir die volgende 2 dae wat kom. Dis baie spesiaal, obviously, om deel te wees van hierdie span. Gister het ek vir Louis gesê, baie dankie dat jy my gebel het, want hierdie is 'n droom. En dis hoe ek voel. Dit is regtig, dis special om dit te deel met 3 ander manne waarvan ek so baie hou, en ons is beste pelle. So ja, ek sien uit vir die volgende 2 dae. Ek weet die ouens gaan wys, hulle gaan bietjie grit wys en hulle heels bietjie dig, en true Suid-Afrikaanse DNA wys. That's about as good as I got. That wasn't bad, eh?
Dean, thanks very much for the time. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you so much. Okay, Brendan.